Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play more Poland Stronk. So we're working on converting a little bit. We are coring something. We have rebel factions that are kind of annoying, but I don't think there's a huge risk. Well, I spoke too soon. 1.5 years. We're going to have another big uprising in Ostpreußen. The overextension, legitimacy, war exhaustion doesn't help. Nationalism will be gone by 1541. Austria has a regency council. Of course, they're heirs of 546. Shouldn't be surprised. Austria no longer considers us to be a rival. Good. I guess. Unless they cease to be an acceptable rival for us. We can take Tech 9 pretty soon. Yep. The neighbors bonus. Well, the university, the same complied in the Western Arms Trade kind of makes up for the fact that we're Eastern. We're definitely taking this. 100% chance. Discipline, good. And it's only going to be 454 military power to take the next idea. That's pretty good. Alright, Lithuania, get busy. Siege the stuff that you want. I love my little vassals. Even the ones that I can't control. Thoughts of heresy. The cardinal in Ostpreußen has lived close to the heretics in our nation, and rather than condemn them, he has tried to understand them. While a sympathetic course of action, he has recently approached one of our ministers, confessing that he himself started to doubt church doctrine. If this came to the Pope's knowledge, he would no longer be allowed to serve in the Curia. But perhaps we can convince him to keep this to himself. Losing a cardinal. Right now, each cardinal is giving us 0.5 yearly papal influence. So losing a cardinal is not a huge deal. Well, we have a 9% chance now. I'll pay the ducats. We have 2 free diplomats. Whenever possible, we should probably improve relations with one of our vassals. Right, both of them. I think we'll take this, get the production efficiency up. Yeah, buddy, you keep working on that, Muscovy. Muscovy's so weak. I want to go to war with Novgorod next. The problem is that I need to feed Muscovy and Novgorod to Lithuania, so a war immediately with Novgorod would be bad, because Lithuania's already going to have a bunch of territory on their hands. And we've really got to look more at Hungary. Autonomy increased has expired, which means that these all might have revolt risk now. No, actually they don't. This one does. Non-accepted culture. Well, income's pretty darn good for the moment. If we look at the ledger, we are not looking that great, really, but Portugal plus Lithuania. Sorry, not Portugal. We're not Portugal. Where are we? Poland, 39 plus Lithuania. We're actually at like, whatever that is, add those two numbers, like 73 ducats. So overall, we're doing pretty good, but we don't get any of the money that Lithuania has when we integrate them. The main reason I want to feed Lithuania so much is just that, unlike feeding Moldavia, when we click that button, my understanding is that we'll automatically have 0% autonomy in all these provinces right away instead of 75. And we also won't have to pay any diplo points for it at all. So every base tax we feed them is like free. Okay, it looks like Saxony has put their heir in charge. I'm actually fine with that. He's a pretty good heir. And he's got a strong claim. He's old, but a 244 is pretty good. And it'll also help keep us that Western Arms Trade modifier. Lithuania, do I have to actually tell you to siege this? Why aren't you using both of your armies? Another thoughts of heresy. It's expensive, man. Oh, I see. They're responding to this. Where's Moldavia? Surely Moldavia has an army somewhere. Do they actually have no army? No, they have 3. Am I just crazy? Where's your army, Moldavia? Or is it considering, like, Moldavian boats? I think it might be. Not a big deal. Regiment costs will come down soon. 4 more ideas will give us the extra 5 discipline. That'll be amazing. Almost like we're playing as Brandenburg, but not quite. We just got beaten. They turned around to fight their rebels, and now they're getting beaten by Muscovy up there. Now they have sieged 2 provinces, though. $10 base tax plus an important center of trade. Damn, is that thing expensive. Good thing that's the actual war goal. So the actual cost for that will be significantly less. Instead of 37. No, it is 37. I thought that the Conquest CB reduced the war score cost, but I'm wrong. They've assaulted. You know what? Sure. Well, hold on. Better relations over time is good. We need the yearly legitimacy. I think we ignore their demands. Come on, pull it together, Lithuania. You show them who's boss. So apparently we actually didn't gain any papal influence because we were negative somehow. Oh well. Next. This has been good though. Triangle trade, rebel uprising. The Teutonic nationalists are next to rebel in roughly half a year. Memel, Ostprussen. Basically, these 4. And boy, is this one going to be a big rebellion. Now, the overextension is going to go away pretty quick, because we're at 87%. Legitimacy, we can't really help. Nationalism. Nationalism's going to take more time. I should have definitely let that war exhaustion tick down first. Before we declared that war. Kind of a silly mistake. Alright, let's take up... Yeah, we'll park in the defensive... in the terrain that's hard to fight in. Or hard to engage. And just be prepared for the rebellion. I expect it will fire. Yeah, look at that, they're already 95%. Holy crap. If that's the case, we need to very quickly get this up and hope that they don't rebel right now. Pretty please. We have 11 in the front, 10 in the back. That's fine. I would like some more. Yeah, darn it. Okay, well they did rebel just 2. We have a 2-1-2 and a 0-3-1. We have 2 maneuver. We will cross the river. There's a river from every direction. I hate that province. Darn. Well, we can avoid any kind of river crossing here, but it's forest. So we've got a -1 penalty on both. Okay, well, we're at more than roughly half manpower. I think it's time to train a few more guys. I want to be as kind of logical and strategic about this as I can, because I don't want to kind of lose control. We're slowly hedging our way towards control, and actually having some strength. They got 16 in the front row. We have a maneuver, or flanking now, as they've called it. Flanking range of 0%. So cavalry can flank how much again? I think 2 by default. It doesn't say anywhere on here. You just have to kind of know. No, there it is. Flanking range 2. So we would want to have 2 cavalry on either side of their front row. 16. So we want a 20 regiment front row, ideally. If we had 20 and we needed to maintain 60% cavalry, the perfect 60% would be, what, 8 and 12? So why don't we do just 10 and 10? So that when we lose some infantry, we'll be okay. So 5 more infantry need to get hired. Mercenaries? I know they're going to take the brunt of the damage. I don't... We get 5 mercenaries, and then we'll hire 4 actual cavalry as soon as we get the money. I'm assuming that the supply limit's good here. 34. Good. Okay, and then Stratiati Cavalry. 80 days. Okay, there's our core. It doesn't really matter at this point. Rebellion already happened. I feel like that tooltip, the thing that I'm always looking for when I hover over this is the next revolt will be in about 208.3 years. Like, what they could do is move this interface over by like an inch, and then, yeah, leave this part here, but then show some of this information here, so that we can see it all the time. Like just put like estimated rebellion, like the time, because I need that, and that's constant information. Like, here's my logic on this, and I've considered making a specific video about my interface complaints for the game and like why it should be different. Like, so I'm going to do this again. I don't know if I've already done this or not before, but like, let me find an example of a good tooltip. Or, yeah, like a good tooltip shows you the information at a glance is what you want to see all the time. And then, yeah, this is a perfect example of a good tooltip. Shows you the information you want to see all the time, right up front, always available. And on hover, shows you more detail that you don't necessarily need all the time. Like, you don't necessarily need to always know what the total cost for the entire country is, and that's buried in the tooltip. But the most relevant information is on the front. An example of a bad tooltip is this one. This little green arrow. This is a bad tooltip because the information you want to see all the time is buried. The current ticking war score of 9.2. Again, it's also buried in this tooltip, 9.2. 30 is useful information, but the 9.2 is buried. So this is another example where, what were we looking at a second ago? I forget what got me on this topic, but, oh, right, yeah, this is a bad tooltip. At this pace, the next revolt will be in about 10.2 years. That is information I want to know all the time. Another example of a bad tooltip is this one. This unrest number being a 0 when it's not actually a 0. Like if you go to Oberlausitz, it says that it's 0, but it's actually, again, it says that it's 0. This is a bad tooltip, but it's actually negative 2.1, and you have to hover over it. So, kind of an aside, but we need to train a couple more cavalry is my point right now. We need 3 more, which is going to take us a few months to hire. We have time. We don't have to worry. I mean, they're still at negative siege chance. I mean, for the most part, Paradox does amazing. I mean, they put so much information, more information than most games have, about what's going on, but there still are some complaints on the forums about how the game is hard to, like, know all of the ins and outs. It takes you forever to learn everything. And I think part of it is just that some of these tooltips are really good and some of them are not quite so good. It's almost like they've got multiple people working on the team and they have different ideas of how to do things, and sometimes a guy makes them awesome, and other times they're not always good. Okay. 28% chance already. I think we got to go early. We're not quite the strength that I would have liked, but got to move in on this. Pretty good flanking. We finally have some discipline advantage, which is nice. So, looted expired, except... yeah, okay. Because we were in combat, looted didn't get refreshed. It got refreshed here. Looted won't be gone until 1531, 1028. Only a 7% chance. I think we can afford to wait the next tick and get some more morale and reinforcement. "28 days left." Yeah, we gotta go fight him now. Lithuania's on the offensive again, but they're about to lose control of the war goal. Fighting their our 4-2 against their 0-3. We've got, again, a pretty good flank, but our infantry is really weak. Not terrible. We're gonna disband the mercenaries again. They've served their purpose. And let's go to autonomy map mode. So now that that's taken care of, I think we will reduce the autonomy in Stettin. And we'll force a rebellion to happen. Increase our base, our overall income. Income is kind of low right now, but we're paying for reinforcement. By quite a bit. 6,000 men. I wish that they would actually go and take that. There's no leader. Do I need to do it? Maybe I should go do it. We got 14 regiments. We've got too much cavalry. I mean, I don't want to hire mercenaries again, but I think we'll hire a few infantry. We're going to go down to pretty low maintenance. A new pope. Castile is now the Curia controller. Well, we'll try. I still want to try to become the Curia controller just for fun. Okay, I'm going to take a break here. I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.